What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 Series 11 ranked battles. Today we're busting out a brand new Colossal Dragapult team. It's been a while since I used some Colapult, and I think this is like a very new take on Colapult. When you think of Colapult, you think about like, okay, I gotta protect my Colossal from water and ground attacks. And I'm like, well, if I want a Pokemon that's good versus water and ground Pokemon, how about Ninetales? A low-end Ninetales with a little bit of Freeze Dry to hit those guys. How about a little bit of Gastrodon to redirect those big water attacks? I think it's a super cool new way to play, just Colapult in general. That doesn't really even rely on the Colapult. We also have like a secondary procer of the Cole in Latias using like Surf and stuff like that. It's a very, very cool Cole team. Hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully you guys answer the question of the day, and that is, what is your favorite Rotom form? I like to think that my favorite Rotom form, I really like the Ice one. I've always liked the Ice one. I know it's a little bit hard to use, but I've been a big fan of it. I know in the history of me playing at regionals, I've used a ton of Rotom Heat, and those are definitely some of my favorites. But let me know your favorite Rotom form and why in the comments below. Let's get right on to these games. The series, the format like just switched over on the 1st, so I'm gonna be making my road to Master Ball here. But wish me luck in our games. Here we go. Alright, so our very first game of the day going up against a little bit of a Trick Room. Okay, so the good thing about this for us is there's no redirection. The bad thing about this is what do I really want to do against this board? Like, there's no redirection, but I don't think I have enough like skills to just one-shot a freaking Ice Rider. I think that like Gastrodon's still really, really good here. It's great versus Lecky. It's pretty decent versus Ice Rider. It can be good versus Clops. I wonder if that's going to be like a, what is that, Rock Tomb Clops? I wonder if I should just lead Colossal and just be like a big bully. Like, I think I can just actually still go Surf and then one-shot something like with Cold Dragapult. So I'm probably just going to try that. I think it's still probably good enough to make this work. Like I said, Gastrodon's still going to be really nice. And I don't think I'm going to need the Latias. I think you still do bring the Zacian because it's good versus Urshifu. It's usable versus Lecky. Even Burned, it still trades pretty well with Dusclops. So let's just try these 4. I wouldn't be surprised if they were good enough to get up a Trick Room on this first turn. If they want to go like Incineroar Trick Room Setter, that's probably the wrong way to do it. I think the right way to do it is probably lead like Mimikyu Calyrex and make me pretty much pick my poison. If that's the case, I will think about realistically going hard doubling into the Mimikyu. And hopefully we can get the win from there. But let's see. Let's see. So, again, this type of board, I don't know if Dusclops can actually eat this. Should I just max my Pult here? Straight up, should I just max the Pult? Because if I just max the Pult, and I kill the Clops, and then they bring in Mimikyu, I could just kill Mimikyu. Well, let me think about this. Is my dot more important than TR? Because they're Volt Switching here on the Lecky. Because I can just probably kill that thing. I think I am just going to go after that. I think I am actually just going to go right after the Dusclops, so I don't need to actually go into Colossal. So let's go. Now, they're going to be outspeeding me with the Lecky here, but there's not that much Lecky really does to Pult. It feels so weird just maxing the Pult when I have a perfectly good Colossal, but I know I won't be able to kill a full HP specialty Clops. Like, I know Clops can be built bulky enough to make it so it doesn't get KO'd by this. And Clops is just such an underrated mon. So good in these restricted formats. And they're maxing the Lecky. That's absolutely fine. I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I wonder if they're just going Ally Switch Clops. That's crazy. I mean, it's good for me that I decided to max this Pult, because like I said, Lecky just doesn't really do that much to us. And then we have good mons in the back. Like, we do have good mons in the back. We still have the Zacian. I think we'll be fine. Wow. Really surprised to see max the Lecky right now. This person really wants it. Max Lightning, yeah, go for it, Chief. You could totally hit this guy. Like, that's absolutely fine with me. I'm not dealing with that. Are you taking Life Orb damage too? I'd love to see a Life Orb here. I'd love to see a Life Orb here. No Life Orb. Alright. Alright, there it is. I was like, there had to be a Life Orb. I was like, I know my calcs. Now, let's see though. Big Deeps. Ah, that really bites that didn't get a KO. But let's see if they're still Trick Rooming or they're just Will-O-Wisping. We will see. Max a Lecky is so weird here. Here's the Trick Room. So now, like, I underspeed their Lecky, so I can just one-shot their Lecky if I feel like it. And then Gastro might actually underspeed that Clops if they're made incorrectly. I think it's definitely worth going after. I think I'm going to go with the Scald over the Earth Power, just in case they want to switch in a Shadow Rider. But I'll definitely go for a Phantasm in there. And a Scald over there. Like I said, if they made their, their Dusclops incorrectly and aren't 0 speed reduced, we will underspeed them with this Gastrodon, because we are speed reduced 0 IV speed. So let's see it. And then we'll be able to get, if we get a double KO here and just have the Gastro and they can't max, like we're in a good spot, as weird as it looks. Helping Hand. Cool, like I said, we underspeed that Lecky with this Pult right now. So that's absolutely fine. I'm really happy we didn't let him get like a Pain Split off. That's actually really, really important. And then what's the last 2 mons? Like, is it Mimi Ice Rider? That's not that great. Let's go. Deeps. Oh, that thing living hurts. That thing living actually really hurts me. Oh my gosh. It's alright. Hey, Lightning and a Pult, what's that gonna do? Nice Helping Hand, bro. It's probably actually good that that thing's still on the board, because they can't send out 2 good Trick Room mons at the same time. They can only really send out the Ice Rider, and if they want to send out the Ice Rider, I think we can actually do okay versus Ice Rider, especially because we just have to yawn it, you know what I mean? And then, oh, it's Mimikyu right now. Okay. I think I should still probably yawn it, though. Is it worth keeping Pult alive, like, at all? I could switch into Zacian. I think it might actually be worth switching into Zacian there. And then I guess we don't yawn and we just go for a straight up Scald into the Lucky slot. Yeah. I hope I don't get Wood Hammered, but I think that's a very, very high chance to happen. It sucks switching out the Pult, but I feel it's like better than just leaving it in and getting KO'd by a Shadow Claw or something, right? Or even a Shadow Sneak for that matter. We can KO the Alecki here with Gastrodon, and then we'll yawn Max Guard. Cool, that's totally fine. I think that's fine. Skull gets blocked. I wonder what the Mimikyu's doing. He's not Shadow Sneaking, so just Shadow Claw? Play rough, that's fine. I could have missed. I mean, it's back that's resisted. It's actually better. Doesn't really matter if they get attacked or yeah, it sucks, but it's not like the end of the world at this point. We actually should underspeed this Lecky with Zacian, believe it or not. I actually kind of want to just double into this Mimikyu and let the Lecky take himself out, and then like turns on Trick Room are, this is the last turn coming up? 2 turns? I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to double into this Mimikyu. Actually, if I just protect my Zacian, I think that's actually even better. So protect Zacian, just go for a regular old Scald into this Mimikyu slot just to break Disguise, and then next turn we'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, that's a great switch there. That's an absolutely amazing switch, I think. Into Kali, great play. I like that a lot from them. This also like burns my Protect. So, good stuff. I think they're probably self-Shadow Sneaking this turn. That's a really, really solid play right there. Because it lets them save the Lecky for like 1 more turn late game. It's good stuff. Cool. They're just attacking. They're not Shadow... They should have Shadow Sneaked that turn. Definitely should have Shadow Sneaked that turn. The fact that that Disguise broken is amazing. And Will-O-Wisp. Cool. That works for me. Now let's actually think about what I need to do here. I think we have to fodder the Pult and go for like a yawn into the Ice Rider. I think that's probably the play. You can totally do your self-policy proc here. Maybe I should be protecting my Gastro here, but it's hard to say. I should have protected there. That's a mistake from me. That is a big, massive mistake on my part. I could have protected my Gastrodon. What an absolutely throw. What an absolute throw. We do underspeed it. Oh my god, there's a fucking yawn on the board. There's a train on the board. For some reason, terrain's weird, right? I totally messed up there, by the way, guys. You're feel free to unsub after that masterful misplay that I could have protected. And then I used the yawn on Electric Train. For some reason, I thought like Electric Train worked like, how do I word this? I thought Electric Train worked like you can put them, you can yawn them while the terrain's up, but they don't go to sleep, right? I thought that I'd be fine to weave that in there and then coming out with these guys and double protect. So the thing that sucks here is I need to make a big read into basically expecting them to go protect TR. I need to make a really big read into them expecting them to do that. And that's like the only out that I have. So like we have to Behemoth Blade this Mimikyu. And there's absolutely nothing like else that I could do in the situation. It's better to technically Scald right here in case they wanted a hard switch for some weird ass reason or like do something weird. Protect Kali. Yo, we win then. Yo, we do be taking these. If you're gonna misplay at the very end, I'll take the win. You're gonna misplay at the end, just like I misplayed. I misplayed really bad. Oh my gosh, what a terrible first game. This game is just misplaced city. Like I not misplaced city, but like I maxed the Pult. This is like the worst Colossal team ever. But we do be taking these. I don't think their Lecky can like one-shot my Zacian, so we're gonna be fine. The only thing that would happen is like they Thunderbolt Para our Zacian, and then we get full Para and can't one-shot the Kali. But we should be absolutely fine in this situation. Yeah, when they're like that ahead, like this guy is, just swing for the fences, my guy. Like, swing for the fences. Swing away. There's the Behemoth Blade there. And, I guess it's technically better to double into it, just in case something weird happens, because Lecky will take itself out, hitting Zacian. Yeah, there's a Thunderbolt. They're making the right plays. They're making the right plays. I willed this Thunderbolt Parrot into existence. And you didn't get it. We take those. They maxed the Lecky. They made this weird, right? I'm not gonna lie, like, they're the ones that made this weird. Hopefully we get the KO, right? Please go away. I'm a Zacian. I'm a big Zacian. And we'll take those wins. We'll take those wins. I can't believe we misplayed with the Electric Train. It's just been a while since I've actually had to use Yawn. And for some reason, I just thought I could Yawn. Like, I guess it makes sense you can't make them drowsy with the terrain, but I think it's Misty Terrain. You can actually Yawn while the terrain is up. And then as long as like you're yawning on like the last turn of the terrain, next turn when the terrain will be gone, they go to sleep. I think that works in the Misty Terrain. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's how it works with Misty Terrain. Lugia? This person really thinks they can use Lugia against me? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see a way that like Colpult is like wrong here. Ninetales is really good too. Am I using a Freeze Dry set or not? I am. Oh my gosh. There's so many different things we can do in this situation. I actually think I'm just going to lead Ninetales. I think Ninetales is just a really good lead. It pins Rilla, it pins Swampert, and then we need to bring something to pin Zacian. I could also just like switch in my Cole. I think I still want to bring the Colpult. I think that there's a good chance like Whimsicott's going to be back there doing Whimsicott things as well. I don't see a necessarily problem with these. And then there's two grass types, so I don't really even know if I want this Gastro. Pult's still usable. I like Pult. Pult's great versus Lugia. Sounds weird, but it is. I think I'm going to bring these. And that's probably right. We're going to have to go big into Ninetales this game. I think Ninetales is going to be like how we check that Swampert. And once we get the Swampert off the board, we should be totally fine. I think one thing about Colossal, we're seeing me play like Colpult really, really weird. And that I'm not really going for the Colpult as much as like I'm bringing it. But, you know, I have other priorities. Like, we're going to be using Ninetales a lot this time, because Ninetales is just so good for Swampert. Freeze Dry, 4 times super effective on Swampert's water, ground type. Remember, Freeze Dry hits water types for super effective damage. And then winning the Arcanine, that's actually just completely fine, because we can just switch in to our Cole, like, right now, and be in, like, a really good spot. Just go for, like, an absolutely massive Blizzard, be able to do big damage to that Rillaboom if we want to. We can even double into that slot too, if I really think about it. Like, we can just go Blizzard Behemoth Blade after a double protect. I kind of like that a little bit more. We're able to scout items a little bit too, see if there's like lefties or safety goggles or anything weird. So I'm down with that, to like double protect into like thinking about Behemothing and Blizzarding. Because like they're gonna fake out the Ninetales, right? If they're actually gonna fake out the Ninetales, we can just disrespect that Rilla this turn and go like straight Behemoth Blade. I wonder if they're maxing their Arcanine. That'd be so raw. I'm not even mad. If you want to hit my Zacian with your max Arcanine, that is totally fine. We will max our Cole, we'll play the game correctly, and we'll just be in a good spot. Because it's so greedy. Like, what if I just switched to my Colossal this turn, and you wanted to go for like a max Fire attack? If you want to max Quake me, like a good player, I wouldn't even be mad. That'd be good play. Let's see what they're getting off though. So Ninetales is gonna protect. I don't want to eat that. Like, I don't want to eat a fake out. Cool, so at the very least, we're going to put the Rillaboom within range for a Freeze Dry, I would say, which is very, very nice. That way we can use the rest of our mons correctly. And let's go. Boom. Boom doom. That's a lot of damage. Max Flare. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Bro, we're alive. Bro, we're alive. Sometimes amazing right now. Okay. So I think we hard switch out. I think we double switch here. We switch in Cole for the Zacian slot to block a fire. Actually, let's think about that. We're gonna switch in Ninetales for Cole to absorb, like Steam Engine up, and we're gonna switch Pult into the Zacian slot to block a Grassy Glide. Oh man, look at me. Look at me with the outplays for days. That's a +1, the best play you've ever seen. Wasting their max turns. Then we just max Cole, go for a surf play, kill the Arcanine, set the dot, and we'll be in a great spot. We still have Ninetales to reset the weather too to be able to pin that Rill in the back. And we just saved our Zacian. Like, oh, it just feels great. It just feels absolutely wonderful. So, show me what you're working with. Grassy Glide. Yeah, Pulp blocks that. Pulp blocking that one. And Max Flare. Yo, Cole. Cole big busted. Ow. Ow. Steam Engine, though. Do we even need to proc our policy? Like, I'm actually thinking about it. I don't even know if I, like, necessarily need to. You know what? I'm going to do it. I don't know if this is the right play, because I feel like they might have a Max Quake back there somewhere, but, like, I still feel like this is probably correct. I guess I could, like, U-turn into the Rilla and just ignore that Arcanine for a turn. Is that the right play? Like, Volcalith? Volcalith into the Rilla. Just get that thing, like, off the board. And then I can get the Arcanine off the board the next turn. I'm gonna try it. Might be a little bit greedy here. It's not that I think they're gonna max guard, it's more that, like, what do they really think that they're gonna do? And I don't want to lock my Pult into Surf. Like, that's the big thing. It's like, I already got the speed boost, which is the main reason why you can go for something like this. And I feel like since this is their last max turn right here, even if they have, like, a max Quake to kill my Arcanine, if I'm not locking my Pult into Surf, I can just use my Pult to Dragon Darts that thing and put Volcalith to work. Right, so big Volcalith here. I think this plus Pult should be able to kill the Rilla. I think that's a KO. And I think I'm gonna bring in the Ninetales. They're not gonna be max flaring again, right? I mean, if they are, they're just the masterful champions right now. Getting that Rilla off the board, I think it's gonna be very, very nice. They can't pivot that thing in to use fake outs on, you know, no more Grassy Glides or anything like that. Should I bring Zacian in? Actually, I think Zacian might be a little bit more valuable than Ninetales, actually. Like, sorry, Ninetales is more valuable than Zacian, especially Ninetales with Sash. Like, if you wanna hit this guy, go for it. I think that's totally fine, because, yeah, this is Arcanine's last max turn. He would be able to E-speed my Ninetales, and I don't want that. Max Darkness. Yo, that's perfect. Ninetales gonna eat that. Zacian eats it? Yo, Zacian. Yo, Zacian. The truth is, we're out here right now. Oh my gosh, we do be taking those. Oh, that's sick. Zacian live forever. Alright, yeah, you probably have E-speed back there, but, like, I think if we protect one turn and, like, weave in, like, a boost from the grassy terrain, I think we'll be out of range. I could probably just one-shot your Arcanine. I think your Arcanine's vested. By having, like, that much coverage, I think it's vested. So let's just see, though. We have a lot of max turns left. Maybe Swampert's gonna come in here. I can go with, like, a max guard Cole. If you want to kill my Zacian, bring in Ninetales, and then we just freeze dry your Swampert and win the game. Lugia. Yo, okay. Hey, you know what? Shoot your shot, Chief. You want to bust out the big Lugia, be my guest. Let's see. Arcanine isn't a problem for Pult, even though it has that Dark Attack. I think it's boost off Snarl, so it's not that big of a deal. I think I'm just going to double into the Lugia. If they want to protect, that should be okay. Is that okay? I can get the Arcanine off the board and just protect. Yeah, that's even better. Because, like, I don't want to just proc their policy. So we'll Volcalith into the slot and just protect with Zacian for one turn. Because we'll let the dot from the Volcalith take away Lugia's multi-scale. Lugia can potentially be faster than Zacian, so it's showing that it's a bulkier Lugia. Potentially. Yeah, it's a bulkier Lugia, otherwise it's protect would have been faster. Lugia's a base 110. Our Zacian only outspeeds base 105s in Mind Shot, so we actually know that we're faster. But look how good of a play this is for me. I'm not giving you a free weakness policy proc. I'll actually just take some free DPS on your Arcanine. And then we'll let the dot from the Colossal break your Lugia's multi-scale so Zacian can come in. This also, in turn, protected my Zacian from, like, an E-speed from the Arcanine. Really, really good play there. Patient play wins the day. Look at me. Professional player, that's +1. I don't think I would have noticed this. The couple little nuances of this game in particular, where I stole turns, like that U-turn play, doubling into the Rilla, this turn in particular. I don't think I would have noticed these if I was streaming and interacting with chat, if I'm being completely honest. I'm just going to overgrowth the crap out of that thing. You're gone. This is what happens when you use Lugia. It might actually eat this Behemoth Blade, if we're being completely honest. But I think we got it. Swampert. Good luck. Big coal. This is why you still got those overgrowths, man. Overgrowth's still super good on coal. A lot of people cut it for max quake for the coal mirror. You gotta still use overgrowths. If not to hit Swamperts, to hit things like Feeny. But let's see how much damage you take. Our Zacian's more invested in bulk. Case in point, you know, we ate a lot of moves, even a max flare on our Zacian slot in this game. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna get the KO, but they might be within range with a Volcalith. And what are they gonna do? Earth EP? Finally, Zacian goes down. Time for Dragapult to come out. Let's win the game. And survey says, does the Volcalith do it? The sunlight fades on our opponent's career. And we get the advantage of grassy terrain. I think it's the last turn grassy terrain. Can we take it out? Survey says, oh, never lucky. That's fine. Alright, and then we have the value of Scarf Pult in the back. You know, actually, we just bring the Ninetales, because Ninetales is awesome. Just bring out Ninetales, because it's freaking cool. Even if they want to protect, we got it. Yeah, I think Ninetales is actually like a really cool mon in this team. It really does help with like the Pokemon that would normally give cold problems, like Urshifus, like Urshifu Waters, for example, Gastrodons, Swamperts, Feenies. All those weird stuff. And like, it's a weather mon, so like if your opponent's using like hard sun or hard rain or even sand or something that they need to use their weather to actually work, you can just mix them up with Ninetales and win the game. Ninetales is a really, really cool mon. Get it? It's a cool mon. Battle was canceled. We take those wins undefeated with a Colossal team that plays Colossal in a very weird way. Dialga and Suicune. Alright. I like the Suicune. I think Gastrodon's amazing here. If we take out that Rilla, none of their mons beat Gastrodon. Just throwing that out there. If we take out the Rillaboom, none of their mons can beat Gastrodon. Another cool thing about this game, actually, if I wanted to be a weird guy, is I could totally go Latias instead of Pult. Let's actually think about this. They have redirection, right? So if I were to go Pult, they would just go Indeedee, right? So if I think they're realistically going to go Indeedee, do I really want to do this? I still like the Coal lead. It's just that I don't necessarily... I think I'm going to go Coal Latias, because, again, it does give me the diversity to mix it up if I want. And then I can ally switch away from problems. So I really like the Latias Coal. I think Gastrodon's still super important. And I guess you have to bring your Zacian, right? I really should be bringing my Ninetales. I think Ninetales is a good bring. It's just bad versus Incin. But, like, why would you bring Incin instead of Indeedee? This is another thing where, like, I kind of want to let them get up their Trick Room. And then just send out my Gastrodon. Like, so if I want, like, Colpult, and just, like, one-shotted their Indeedee out of existence, and then switched in my Gastro, that might be good. I think that, let's try this. I think that's probably fine. Yeah. I think Latias would be cool. We'll use Latias in the next video. I think this is probably good enough. I think the only thing this realistically doesn't give me that I want is like a better, how would I put this? This makes it a little bit harder to play against like Indeedee and Dialga, but like if they're going literally anything else, this is the right way to play it. Like if they're going, alright, it's Indeedee Dialga, Lamount. Well, I mean, I don't have to max. I do not have to do that. I can just click U-turn button and hard switch my Gastro and then max the Gastro. Look at me with the good plays. Again, these are things that I'm liking that I'm not streaming as much VGC because I'm just becoming a much better player because of it. Yeah, switching the Gastro and the maxing our Gastro here is just a better play. If you wanna see them bring in their Rilla, I still think that's fine. Yeah, we wouldn't even kill that Indeedee. Is this the right play? Let them Trick Room, bring in Gastro. The better play is actually this. You're going to U-turn the Indeedee, and we're just going to go for a Heat Wave, just a raw Heat Wave, because it's just literally free damage. It'd be cool to get a burn, because they're going Follow Me Trick Room right here. Probably. They're not going to Trick Room me. Like, they could just max the Dialga, I guess. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm more afraid of Trick Room, because that means I can't use Zacian. Like, if you're not going to Trick Room me, I'm not going to care. I will use my Gastrodon. So it probably means it's like Life Orb / Vested Dialga here. Which I still think is a really, really good set. It's probably one of my absolute favorite ways to play it. Yeah, and I think this is alright. They're going to be going after the Coal. So this is totally fine. What do I want to bring in? Do I want to bring in the Gastro, like, hard up? Or I think I bring the Zacian just in case they want to click going after the Pult with, like, a Wormwind. Yeah, that's totally fine. Now, let's see it. But you know they're max quaking the crap out of this coal. Yeah, I thought they were gonna Trick Room. That's why I thought I could steal a Heat Wave. Let's see it. Yeah, there is. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna protect Zacian next turn. We gotta kill this NDD. Fly forward pull. Alright, that's what I thought. I'll actually check something. Just, I wanna see some speed tiers. My pulp is 201 versus 173. Awesome, that's what I wanted. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to protect Zacian. Soak a Quake. Flutter by the NDD. And then next turn go for like a Phantasm. And, you know, something else. So we're gonna protect here to soak the Quake. We're gonna max flutter the NDD. We actually need to do it like this. We can't even go with U-turn. I also don't mind that we're lowering the special attack. That's pretty nice. I mean, once this guy's out of max turns, I think we're gonna be okay as long as we can kind of preserve our Pult. Pult's still gonna be an absolute blue. We're gonna try and put a defense drop on this guy. And then we'll see what happens from here. Quake will be a big problem. I think I might even have to like fodder the Gastro. But I think like max Pult, if they want to tunnel into our Zacian, if we have a board, we can get their Dialga off the board, and they have like things like Incineroar in the back, and we have like a 1 turn left max Pult and Zacian after the next like 3 or 4 turns of the game. I think we can be okay. Hopefully that wasn't too much talking for you guys. Hopefully you guys kind of kept up with my thought process. I think we can have shots here. Withdrawing Entity, is this Rilla? Lando. That's a good play. It's a good play. I don't hate the Lando coming in here. Saving the Entity is actually a little bit problematic. I would have liked just a KO on the thing. You know what I mean? Would have played definitely with more of how I wanted to. But let's see how much damage Zacian even takes on this Quake. Lando might be Scarfed, but Lando will probably go down to a Phantasm next turn if I want to go into it. Problem is if they want to like turn around and like double into my Pult. They might even go into my Pult this turn. That'd be such a crazy play. But next turn we're definitely switching out Zacian for Gastro. Just to soak some damage and waste the last turn of Dialga's max. So hopefully we can get something done there. And the Flutter. Yep. So it's not doing that much to Lando, but I guess we'll get to see, like, that looks like a standard Lando set. Maybe it's Scarfed. Kind of hard to tell what it looks like. It looks like it's not like a bulky Lando set. It looks like pretty standard. And Steel Spike. Into Zacian? Into Pult. Wow. So they ignored my Zacian slot. That's super, super greedy. I just want to throw that out there. That's absolutely incredibly greedy. And they're orbed. As weird as this sounds, like, do I just go for, like, a Behemoth Blade? And, like, another, like, do I need to Flutter again? I think we have to Phantasm this guy. That was a great play from them, by the way. That was really, really good stuff. I think I have to do it just like this. I actually think I have to go for a Behemoth Blade in this Lando. It'll get a defense drop to pretty much mitigate the Intimidate. Unless it's, like, Scarf Lando, which it totally still could be Scarf Lando, and they could be, like, Telepathy Dialga. And they're just going like EQ plus the damage. But we'll see. At this point, I'm really, really pinned because they didn't attack my Zacian last turn. So great play from them. I love that for them. Let's see. Phantasm. So it looks like they're not Scarfed. Yeah, it's not going to be that much damage at all. But it's mostly just to put the what is it, defense drop on the Lando. That's mostly why we did that. And Behemoth Blade takes Lando out. We had to get that Lando off the board. Lando was like a huge problem. So, hopefully it goes down. Oh, that's game we lose. Maybe not. We'll see. We might lose. Where's a Wormwind? It's super effective this time, so they'll be able to get the KO for sure. Yeah, I needed that to not die. I really did. So I could have went for the Dragon Darts next turn. And then they're just going to Earthquake my Zacian. Hey, good play. They actually made that really... They did a really good job. Yeah, what is it? The Steel Spike there really, really gave that Lando the boost. You know, because I am intimidated on the Zacian slot as well. Let's see. Earth Power, so special. Alright. I mean, he switched in on a Steel or a Flutterby, so yeah, it's not going to be doing that much. And Gastro's a good mon. They have Indeedee, which shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. It's all a matter of, I think, if they have Rilla in the back. Right? That's probably what the whole game's going to come down to, is do you have Rilla in the back? Let me check this for a sec. Yeah. So, like, they're neutral anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't think that KOs, though. Like, I really, really don't think that that KOs. They're just gonna demo one of my Zacian, right? And they have so much, they have like some big boosts on that thing. I actually think the right play might be to yawn. No, I can't be yawning. I'm gonna Earth Power the Dialga once to put it within range, and the next turn I'll try and get a double KO and hope that the last mon's something bad. That's the right way to do it. Because we don't want to kill the Lando right now, because then they just bring in Entity, right? If we kill the Lando, they just bring in Entity and we lose. But if we can do like 30% of this Dialga, that'd be great. Okay, that thing's faster than the Lando. Wow. Bro, that was a good protect. It's almost like I play the game. Again, it's not meant to do like a whole heck of a lot, but it puts it within range for Zacian to get the KO. And we already know that we can live the Landorus. So like, unless, like if their last mon is Rilla, like we are in for a bad time, but like, we'll see. It might not be. I would definitely have brought Rilla in this situation if I was them. Just throwing that out there, Rilla would have been really, really good here. Withdraw Dialga, okay. Entity, so potentially foddering Entity here? Potentially. Oh god, why are you so bulky? That's neutral damage. Don't crit. Awesome. So they're gonna fodder their Lando here. And then next turn, if you want to send the Dialga out, you send it out. But like, I think that means the last mon is Gorilla because they wanted to get their Entity out before their terrain, right? Because right now they don't have any terrain either, but like, that would be really smart if that's how they wanted to do it. That'd be actually a really, really cool way to play it. Show me Rilla. Show me Rilla like a good player. Show me a good player, Rilla. I wouldn't even be mad, bro. I would be happy for you. Good things are happening for you if you send out Rillaboom. That's the last one. I feel all these plays where like I protect things and play weird. Like I've already gotten away with protecting my Zacian twice, basically. They're not gonna let me do that again. So I need to just kill the NDD, right? And then I can technically end this turn with Zacian going down and trading 1 for 2, and then just hoping that the last months I can Sin. And that's probably the best that I'm gonna get. I feel if you had Rilla, you would have sent it out. So we're going to take the Entity out, hopefully. That thing is just an absolute beast. Shoutouts to Entity this game. Alright. Yeah, and if you don't want to take out my Zacian, if you want to like try and steal some Yemen or Gastro like a Draco or something, like, I still get to keep my boy. Yeah, still get to keep my boy. I don't think I'm dead either. I think I'm going to be barely alive. Close. Close. Alright, and the Dialga's gone. I still have 2 Mons. No matter what you have, I have 2. So that's always a good thing. Alright. Got those leftovers ticking. Yo, shoutouts to Gastron. What is the last Mon? Is it in Sin? In Sin would win here if you had it, I think. I think in Sin's... Oh, Suicune. Okay. Suicune might not have a move that can hit Gastro. Just straight up, just throwing that out there. It might not. We're definitely going to just go for... I think I can actually just play her up here. It's not doing like a ton, but like I'm going to protect with Gastro and have Gastro on the board as long as possible, because if all you have is Snarl, I might be able to like lefties outvalue it. I might have like Icy Wind. I would like to hit this. There we go. Big damage. Rocky Helmet? No, Ice Beam. Okay. Ice Beam will take me out whenever he feels like it. Right? It actually has the raw Ice Beam. That is super nutty. Zacian's at -1, so a crit here would put me within range for like a regular player to do work. Has the raw Ice Beam, huh? Man, Icy Wind might not do it. If I like... the right play here is to go for a double protect. If I get the double protect, that's awesome. And I'd like to get a crit too. Either I get a crit with a player up or a double protect, and I think I can get me some wins. Oh, we playing to our outs right now. We playing to our outs right now. Let's go. Let me get a crit too. I'll take a crit too. Never lucky. Citrus, bro. Never. I'll probably win anyways then. Okay. it is actually possible that, like, I don't know how your Suicune's built. Ice Beam might not even KO me from here. It's only neutral damage, right? The right play is to go for the triple and still fish for these crits, right? The right play is to go for the triple and just pray for crits. Come on, protect. Triple protect, yo! Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, never lucky. That wasn't happening. Player up, let's go crit. Alright, we got one last shot to crit the player up next turn then. Don't die. Yo, Gastro! Oh my gosh, the truth is we're out here. I told you Gastro's so bulky. What are you gonna do, Ice Beam my Zacian? You should. I'm protecting my Gastro on this turn. I don't think Zacian will die to an Ice Beam. Even if you can't do that much, like, it's full bulk Suicune, it's full bulk. Like, the correct play is Ice Beam the Zacian this turn. Just disrespect my protective. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm about, son. Let's go. Let's go! Alright. Skull. Bro, I'm a Gastrodon. Storm Drain! I used to use Force in the Storm Drain. I think we win. I think that we just won. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that we won this game? I think that we win. The right play here is to go for the player up if it misses. Like, we have 2 shots to hit it. And you actually want to yawn here because I don't know if Earth Power can actually take it out, because then you can just go protect next turn. Cancelled. Yes! Oh my gosh, we won that game. Look at us. We're out here winning games we ain't got no business winning. Talk about playing to your outs. That's the game right there. Never give up, never surrender, continuing to play ranked battles. Oh man, we had to make some tough choices in those games. Like the U-turn play, deciding not to max the coal, foddering the coal on the first turn. We played from behind that whole time, guys. If, you know, I said earlier I made that misplay with the electric train. Feel free to unsub. Feel free to resub because of the amazing plays at the end of that game, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video so far. Don't forget to answer the question today. Let me know what your favorite Rotom form is. And other than that, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.